And a full breath out. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose. Just feel your belly rise. And feel your belly fall. On your next breath, set an intention, a purpose, or a dedication for your practice. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to yoga. We'll start seated and just start with some shoulder openers. So go ahead and take your right arm across your body, hook it with your left. Now, as you reach to the right, I want you to press your right arm into your left arm and resist. So you should really feel that in your right shoulder. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach, press, resist. Exhale, unravel. You can take your arms to the sides, bring your right hand up and over, catch your right elbow with your left hand. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, keep sitting up tall. Exhale, give your elbow a squeeze. Take one more inhale. Exhale, arms by your sides. You can shake them out a little if you need to. Take your left arm across your body, hook it with your right. Now press into your right arm with your left arm. So just feel that resistance. Keep reaching. Inhale. Exhale, unravel. Shake it out if you need to. And then take your left arm up to the inside of your shoulder blades. Catch your left elbow with your right hand. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, little tug. Exhale, unravel. Take your arms side to side. And then take your right arm up and over again. Place it inside your shoulder blades. And then take your left arm down and your hand goes up. So left elbow down, right elbow up. If you can catch fingertips behind you, I'll turn so you can see my back. Go ahead and try. If not, just press this hand into your back, this hand into your back. So palm into back and then flat hand into back. Take one more inhale. Exhale, unravel. Go ahead and shake that out in front of you and then switch sides. Left arm goes up inside your shoulder blades. Right arm goes up. Front of your hand pressing into your back. If you can tap middle fingers, go ahead. If you can catch anything, go ahead. You might be tighter on one side. My right shoulder is always tighter than my left, so I can't quite grab on this side. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, unravel. Go ahead and swing it out in front of you. And then bring both arms by your sides. Just roll over your knees. Come to the center of your mat if you're not already there. And let's start in a tabletop. Squeeze your core in. Take your spine nice and long. Crown of your head forward, tailbone back. Tuck your toes. And then nice and slow, lift yourself up to your first down dog. So make sure your stance is nice and wide, like your body's in a V. And then go ahead and pedal out your knees, pedal out your heel. On your next inhale, lift your right leg just hip height. Exhale, place it through to a lunge. Lift your hands up, tap your front knee with both hands. And then light up this left hip flexor. So slightly tilted up. Make sure it's really engaged. Hips are working here. Now take your left arm up and then go ahead and sink into your right knee. So you can add a little back bend here, maybe reaching up and back. Add a little side body stretch. Just keep that left hip fired. Inhale, reach up, maybe sink a little deeper. Exhale, knee comes back over your ankle. You can tap your knee for stability. Hands frame your front foot. Tuck your toes behind you. Lift your knee. Step back. Down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Let's move through a modified vinyasa. So come forward to your high plank. Drop your knees as you lower down to your low push-up. Then bring your arms by your sides. Lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Just taking a little locust pose to start. So shining heart and chest forward, getting your back body working. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands under shoulders, tuck toes. You can come up through the tabletop or make your way right to a high plank into a down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your left leg, hip height. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Lift up, tap your front knee. Now sit up nice and tall. Engage your right hip this time. So slightly tilt it forward. Then reach your right arm up. Sink into your left knee. Keep your right hip working as you reach up and settle your hips closer to your mat. You can add a little back bend. You can add a side body stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you can tap your knee or you can bring your hands to frame your front foot right away. Tuck your toes behind you, lift your right knee, step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Taking another modified vinyasa, come forward, high plank. Drop your knees, and from your knees, lower down like you're coming into a low push-up. Then just lift into a cobra pose, so just lift your heart and chest. Then pressing up onto knees again, lift to an up dog. Tuck your toes. Again, you can come through the tabletop or lift right up, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, lift your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep arms forward and up for a fierce or chair pose. Pull your core in and settle your hips down. Now just change the arm position, reach arms back, airplane arms. So we're working on heart openers for February. Feel your heart and chest open as your shoulder blades pull together behind you. Take one more breath, strong core, strong hips. Straighten your legs and reach up. Come forward and down, fold. Lift your flat back. Send your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up for a high crescent lunge. So take a breath to find your footing. Reach for the ceiling. Press back through your back heel. Right hip should still be firing. Now bring your elbows in and down towards your waistline. Palms are up like you're holding a tray. Now just bring that focus to your shoulder blades behind you. See what they do as you take your arms out to the side. They should squeeze together. Now reach arms back up. Plant your back foot. Turn your body over to the right. Find your warrior two. Stack your front knee over your ankle. And then press it out towards your pinky toe, so don't let your knee collapse. Flip your front palm. Revolve your warrior. Reach for the back of the room. Keep settling into that front knee. Don't let it pull back. Reach. Cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. On this first one, keep your left hand to the outside of your left knee and press it in towards your midline. Long through your spine, twist from your core and peek up. Release your left hand down, step back, down dog. Full round of breath. Let's move through a vinyasa. You can always take a variation. Come forward, high plank. Squeeze elbows and core as you lower to your low push-up. Come into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your right leg high. Curl your knee into your nose. Feel that rounding of your spine. Send your right leg up. Now curl your right knee in, but shift like you're coming into a high plank. Keep that knee nice and high towards your chest. Take it back up. Pull your knee into your chest. Shift like you're coming into the high plank. Pause. and then step it through to your lunge. Look forward, step forward, and fold. Lift, find your flat back. Fold forward, bend your knees, reach arms back. This time, keep arms back as you just lift your heart and chest in your chair. So keeping that heart opening. Now float your hands to heart center. Let's take a standing pigeon pose. Shift into your left foot. Pick your right ankle up and stack it on your left knee. Now sit your hips back even further, like you're sitting in a chair. Press your right knee down towards the mat by using your inner thigh. You have a couple arm variations here. You can reach arms back. Keep working on that hip opening. You can even interlace hands at your tailbone if you'd like. You can tap your elbow to your knee and your elbow to your heel. You can release hands down. Maybe shift some weight forward. Starting to balance your leg on your arms. In either arm variation, make sure your hips are sitting back. You're still sitting back in that chair. Take one more breath. Bring hands back to heart center. Keep sitting low. Unravel your right leg. Straighten both legs and reach arms up. You can add a back bend if it feels right. Come forward and down. Fold. Lift to your flat back. Send your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up. High crescent lunge. Take that breath. And pull your elbows in towards your waist. Palms up. Take your arms out to the side. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. Reach arms back up. Plant your back foot. Find your strong warrior two. So core is engaged. Upper abs, lower abs. Spine is long. Crown of your head up. Knee is stacked over your ankle and pressing out. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Feeling that nice side body stretch. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Right hand to the outside of your right knee, left hand down. Press your knee in, twist from your core, peek up. Release your right hand to the mat. Step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Your choice. You can take a vinyasa, you can modify. You can always stay in your dog and pedal out your knees, pedal out your heels. Sometimes I just shift to a high plank, pull my core in, and then lift my hips to down dog. Meaning in our dog, send your left leg high. Curl your knee into your nose, but keep your hips high. Feel that rounding. Now send your left leg up. Hover your left knee forward. Keep it tight to your chest like you're coming into a plank and just hover. Send your left leg up. Hover your knee forward, shift to that plank, and then step it through to your lunge. Look forward, step forward, and fold. Find your flat back. Tap your shins if you need to. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Keeping arms back, just lift your heart and chest into your chair. So knees stay bent, hips stay engaged, arms reaching back. Standing pigeon, shift weight into your right foot. Lift your left ankle up, stack it on your right knee. Sit. Keep your heart and chest lifted. You can bring hands to heart center. You can tap elbow to knee, elbow to heel. You can release hands down to the mat. Feel that nice outer hip stretch by continuing to press your left knee towards the floor. Take one more breath in your arm variation. Bring hands back to heart center. Sit even lower. Unravel your left leg. Straighten both legs as you reach up. Optional back bend if it feels good. Come forward and down. Fold. Lift your flat back. Step your right foot back. Plant your right foot down this time. Reach arms back, interlace them at your tailbone. Press into your interlaced fingers to lift your heart and chest up. So hips don't have to be squared to the front of the room. They can be squared towards the right corner of your mat. Press back, lift your heart and chest up. Come back to center and reach both arms up. Now make fists with your hands and pull your elbows in and down. Reach your arms back up. Come back to the ball of your right foot. We're gonna add a little lunge here. So inhale, make those fists, pull your elbows in and down, bring your right knee down. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, elbows down, knee taps. It doesn't have to tap, it can hover. Reach up. One more. Inhale down, low lunge. Reach back up. Plant your back foot. Find your warrior two. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your left leg, your front leg this time, and really reach back. You can reach both arms towards the back of the room. You can catch your top wrist. Give yourself a little tug. Maybe bring your hand in between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Reach back. Come back to center with your upper body and your arms. And reach forward, straight leg triangle. Left arm down, right arm up. You can release your hand to your shin, anywhere on your lower leg, really. If you have a block, you can place it inside or outside your foot. Try to grow long through your spine. Now we're going to take a big arm circle. So take your fingertips back towards the back of the room. Then take them down. Maybe they scrape your mat if you have a big wingspan. And then land with your top arm forward. Take one more like that. Fingertips back. Reach down. Lift up. Top arm forward. Now arm variation of your choice. You can stay here. You can reach arms back, interlace hands at your tailbone, and press back. Or you can reach both arms forward like you're holding a beach ball, reaching for the front of the room. Feel your legs engaging. Keep your heart and chest to the right. Press back if your hands are interlaced or reach forward. Lift yourself back up by pressing into your hands. Just tap the warrior two. Bend into your front knee. Cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Right hand planted. This time your left arm can reach up if you'd like. It can reach out. It can stay on your knee if that feels better. Left hand down. Step back. Down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Your choice, Vinyasa flow. Take a variation. Maybe stay and enjoy the dog. Meeting in our dog, send your right leg high. Curl your knee into your nose, keep your hips up. Send your right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Send your right leg back up. Hover your right knee to your left elbow and pause. Hold here and send your right leg through, so underneath your left leg. Roll onto the edges of your feet, lift your hips, taking a fallen star or a fallen triangle pose. Really lift your hips up. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Right leg high. Step it through to your lunge. Look forward. Step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward. This time just a micro bend in your knees. Reach arms out to the side. Reach arms up. Come into Tadasana, mountain pose, hands to heart center. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's take a dancer's pose. Send your left arm high. Take your right arm out to the side. Catch your right foot behind you. Try to take all 5 fingers behind your foot. So it's better if you can catch on the inside. You can catch the outside if the inside doesn't work. Grow tall. When you're ready and your standing leg is stable, start to kick back. You have an optional hinge forward. You have an optional reach forward. Try to keep your gaze going out past your front fingertips. Feel the heart opening of the pose. Feel the back bend. Feel the grounding in your standing leg. Take one more breath in your dancers. Bring your knees back together. And then bring your right knee up to 90. Take your right arm up. Let's take a standing twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. You can tap the outside of your right knee if you'd like. You can reach for your big toe or your foot. Take the kick out forward. Just try to let your gaze travel back. Peek back. Keep standing tall. Slowly and mindfully, bring both arms back up. Right knee returns to 90. Release your arms down first. Keep that standing leg working. Release your right leg down. Take a full round of breath. Shake out ankles or feet. Maybe take your arms in big windmills. Open up your shoulders. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, send your left foot back. Plant your left foot down this time. Keep that bend in your front knee. Reach arms back. Interlace hands behind you. Press back to lift yourself up. So maybe go back a little bit and really lift your heart and chest. Arms reach up. Make those fists. Pull your elbows in and down. Reach arms back up. Come to the ball of your back foot. Hips forward. And we'll add that little lunge. Make fists. Inhale, pull elbows down, knee taps. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, elbows down, knee down. Doesn't have to tap, it can hover. Exhale, back up. One more. Elbows down, knee down. Lift back up. Plant your back foot. Find your warrior two. Flip your front palm. Revolve your warrior. Straighten your right leg. Release that front hip. Reach back. Again, you can catch wrist, elbow, whatever you need to give yourself that little tug, that little self-assist in the pose. Come back to center, arms to a T. You can take thumbs up towards the ceiling. As you reach forward, straight leg triangle. Tap your shin, grab a block. Try to get your body nice and long. Now let's take those arm circles. Reach your fingertips back. Let your shoulder kind of drop. So making a nice big circle with your shoulders. Scrap your mat and come back up. One more. Reach fingertips back. Let your shoulder drop. Maybe let your gaze travel with your thumb and land. Your choice. Stay here. Reach both arms forward. Take your arm back up. Or you can interlace hands behind you. Work on that heart and chest opening. Try to peek up over your shoulder. And then you don't have to keep your neck there if that's a strain on your neck. I just want this top shoulder to continue to turn upwards. Take one more breath. If hands are interlaced, press them back to lift yourself back up. If not, arms back to a T and lift up. Tap your warrior two. Cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted. Right arm can reach up and back if you'd like. Release it down. Step back, down dog. Full round of breath. Your choice, flow through a vinyasa. Take a variation. Maybe a high plank to a down dog. Maybe stay and walk out your dog. Meeting in our dog, send your left leg high. Keeping hips high, curl your knee into your nose and round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee into your left elbow. Engage that core and pause. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your right elbow. Pause. Send your right leg through for the fallen star or broken triangle. Lift your hips. Reach forward. Maybe peek forward at your thumb. Release your right hand down. Send your left leg high. Squeeze it through to your lunge. Look forward. Step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, just a micro bend in your knees. Reach arms out, reach arms up. Cross palms, peek up. Bring hands to heart center, mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Dancers on our left side, take your right arm up. Take your left hand out to the side. Catch your left foot behind you. Take that pause to grow tall, to ground through your right leg. And then when you're ready, kick back. So especially if you're in a carpeted room like I am, it's a little bit harder to find your footing, especially if your carpet is plush. So find that stability before you move. And then kick into your pose. Feel everything in your body working together. One more breath. Find your dancers. Bring your left knee back in. And then bring your left knee to 90 as you reach your left arm up to meet your right. Take your right arm forward and left arm back. Standing twist. Again, you can tap your knee. You can grab your toe or your foot and try for the kick out. Keep growing tall. Try to peek back. Even if it's just the corner of your eyes, catch your back thumb. Challenge your balance. Bring yourself back to center. Knee at 90, arms reach up. I was laughing at myself. Bring your arms by your sides first. And then release your left leg down. Feels good to have both feet on the floor. Take a full round of breath. Shake out feet, shake out ankles. Maybe take that swimmer of your arms. And land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. This time, as you lift your flat back, step your feet out about the width of your mat, maybe a little wider. Bring your hands to heart center and sit down into a Yolky Squat. So elbows catch inside your knees. Press your palms together to really lift your heart and chest. See if you can lift a little higher. Nice, good job, Dusty. Keep pressing and lifting. And then, if you'd like, you can come into an arm balance or an inversion here. So you can bring your hands forward, take your toes behind you, shift your knees either onto your elbows or into your armpits for a crow or a crane. If you have an inversion in your practice, you can take a headstand or a handstand. You can always do that against a wall if you have one. If none of those options work for you, you can stay in the Yolky Squat, or we'll eventually meet in the down dog. So you have about 2 more breaths to play. Nice job, Thomas. Everyone just take 1 more breath. No rush if you're in the inversion. You can always catch up, but when you're ready, step, walk, or jump yourself back to the down dog. If you feel like you need a vinyasa, especially if you were upside down, it might feel nice. Move through vinyasa or stay in your dog and walk it out. Shift forward to a high plank. You can drop your knees or slowly lower your body all the way down to your mat. Take a quick gaze to the right. Bring your arms by your sides. Take a couple breaths, just relaxing into your mat. We're going to take a couple of belly back bends or prone back bends. Bring your forehead to center. Lift your heart and chest just enough to get your elbows under your shoulders. Then once they're there, press into your forearms and lift your heart and chest. Now press into the tops of your feet. They can be hip distance apart to protect your low back, or big toes can be together. Wherever they are, press into your feet enough that your knees lift up. Now squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you. Squeeze them to lift your heart and chest. We're going to transition from Spanx to forearm plank. We're going to do it a couple times to work that core work in. So option to make fists with your hands. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift up, forearm plank. Hold on the exhale. Inhale, release down to your Spanx. Lift heart and chest. Hold, exhale. Inhale, forearm plank. Hold, exhale. Inhale, Spanx. Hold on the exhale. Inhale, back to forearm plank. Exhale. Inhale, Spanx. Exhale. One more set. Forearm plank. Hold. Spanx. Hold here. Keep lifting your heart and chest. Without your elbows moving, act like you're pulling them back. So really press those forearms down. Now same with the tops of your feet. They're not going to move, but press them down and pretend that you're pulling them towards your hips. Lift up. Release everything down. Gaze to the left. Bring your arms by your sides. Take a few breaths. Forehead back to center. We're going to go from a locust pose into a bow pose. So you don't have to take bow. You can always stay in the locust. Arms by your sides like there's a tennis ball underneath them. Spider tip fingers. Lift your heart and chest. Keep your feet pressing down. Lift your arms up, thumbs up towards the ceiling. Now press those fronts of your hips down and lift your legs up. Don't let your heart and chest sink. Keep lifting both up. Option to bend your knees here and reach back for your ankles or the tops of your feet to take a bow pose. If you don't want to take bow, you can stay in the full locust. You can always change the arm variation and interlace them at your tailbone and press back, just like we did in our other poses. If you're in the locust, press back, lift up. If you're in the bow, kick back. Everybody lift. Release everything down. Gaze to the right, or you can make a pillow with your arms and take a crocodile pose. Forehead back to center. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes behind you. Lift yourself up to a plank. So you can lift to knees first if you'd like. Tuck your toes. Pull that core in. Inhale, high plank. Hold on the exhale. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, hips up, down dog. Slowly pedal out your knees. Pedal out your feet. Maybe just take a nice down dog, sending your heels down firmly and pressing your hands in. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and sit back on your mat. Send both legs long for a seated spinal twist. Take your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Make sure you're sitting up tall, so crown of your head up. To your right arm behind you. Reach your left arm up. You can wrap it around your knee and twist, or take your elbow to the outside of your knee. Use it as leverage to sit up even taller and twist from there. So the twist is always coming from your core and your center spine. Your low spine, your lumbar spine doesn't really twist. So make sure that twist is coming from your center. Sit up tall. Maybe take that peek back. And then unravel forward just with your upper body. Keep your knee bent. If you'd like, you can stay here. We're going to work our way into a cow face pose, but if this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you're able, curl your left heel in towards your right glute. I'm just going to spin towards you a little bit. Now, again, you can stay here if this is enough. If you feel like you're able, you can walk your right foot out to the side and try to stack your knees one on top of the other. And then press your right knee down into your left knee. Now let's take that same arm variation we took in the beginning of class. Arms out to a T. Bring your right hand to the inside of your shoulder blades, so right elbow up. Take your left hand down and then left hand up. So right elbow up, left elbow down. We're still sitting up tall. We still have a strong core. Maybe this time we can catch our hands or tap our fingertips. Try not to tuck your chin too much, so try to keep your neck long. Take one more breath, sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, unravel arms. Slowly unravel legs. Bring both feet to the floor. Just windshield over your knees side to side, releasing those outer hips. Bring both legs long, coming back to our seated spinal twist. Take your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Place your left arm behind you. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Reach up. Wrap it around or elbow to the outside of your knee to twist. So your back arm is just there for support. I don't want you leaning back on that back arm or seeing any bent shoulders. The weight is in your upper body, in your spine, just there for support. Sit up tall, peek back. Take that slow unravel forward just with your upper body. Coming into our cow face pose. You can stay here if this is enough for your hips. You can take your right heel in towards your left glute. Make sure both sits bones are pressing down. So I just lift mine to kind of get my heel back in, but I want both sits bones down. And then again, you can walk your left leg across. Press your knees together. Reach arms out. This time the left arm goes up and over in between your shoulder blades. Right arm goes down and up. So now that my shoulders are open, I can kind of catch my fingers on this side. I'll show you. Just from that little shoulder opening, that 45 minutes, that few poses, I was here in the beginning of class, and now I can catch my fingers. So it just goes to show you that some light stretching, light breathing can do a lot for your body. I know I'm talking a lot. Take one more breath. And then unravel arms and release. Unravel legs, both feet down. Take that nice windshield wiper side to side. Sit up tall, just tap your knees, and then slowly roll yourself down on your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Really give yourself a squeeze, try to catch opposite elbows. Spine is long and pressing down. You can take a rock or sway side to side here. Maybe take little circles with your low back. You can send your feet up towards the ceiling for a happy baby and rock side to side there. If you'd like a little extra hamstring stretch, you can try to kick both legs out for a straddle pose. Wherever you ended up, make your way back to your double knee to chest. Squeeze in. And then send both legs long. Let your feet fall out and palms face up, coming into Shavasana or final resting pose. Lift your shoulders up off your mat, your shoulder blades, and then pull them back and down. No tension in your face, neck, or shoulders. Close your eyes. Return to neutral breathing. Enjoy your final resting pose. I'm going to mute myself so you don't get any background noise on my end, but I will unmute and ring the bell 3 times to bring you out of Shavasana. So truly just enjoy this, and I'll see you soon. Your greatest responsibility is to love yourself and to know you are enough. Unknown. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Just bringing awareness back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself some self-love and thank yourself for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right or left arm back, whichever feels more natural, and roll onto that side using your arm as a pillow, falling into fetal position or position of new beginnings. Recall the intention, purpose, or dedication you set in the beginning of our practice. You have the option right here to set a new one to take you through the rest of your Monday, maybe even into the rest of your week. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. You can keep eyes closed or glance down at your fingertips and tuck your chin. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let your breath go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward and saying namaste or thank you. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful Monday practice. Good to see you all, even if it is just over Zoom. Let me know if you have any questions or if anyone wants to see any poses next time. You can unmute yourself if you'd like.
Thank you, Emily.
Thanks.